Hi, my name is Alexa with the Daily Nexus video, and today we're going to be interviewing the Cosplay Club. Let's go! So, Cyan, can you please tell us what the Cosplay Club is all about, and like what's the origin story here?
Cosplay Club is really about kind of bringing like-minded individuals together, especially people who cosplay, as well as people who really want to get into cosplay, but they don't know where to start because I feel it's very intimidating. And so the idea of the club is to introduce people to their different skill sets that you do need for cosplay. So like sewing, prop making, wig styling, things like that. Give them all of the resources of like how to do it, explain to them how you should do it, and then kind of make it a lot more accessible of like, here's how you go from not knowing anything about cosplay to being a pro. Because that's, in my opinion, the hardest part about getting into cosplay.
What kind of like events or activities does the club organize?
We organize, I would say, 4 main types of events. We have general meetings, workshops, socials, and photo shoots. Photo shoots are kind of our big thing. We have 2 photo shoots, and they're themed every single quarter, and we have photographers come in. People can dress up in cosplay, and they get their photos. We have our general meetings where we kind of talk a little bit of like different things in cosplay. For example, like how to do a cosplay brand. And then we have our workshops where people get hands-on experience on how to actually do stuff. So most recently we had our prop making workshop where we explained different ways to make props. We brought in some cardboard and we brought in some foam, and then people were able to use that cardboard and foam to kind of make their own props. And then we have socials. We have one next week, which is our ice skating social, where everyone can just like hang out, ice skate and cosplay and have fun.
How did you get into cosplay?
So cosplay for me was a form of self-expression. I was, at the time when I started getting into cosplay, I was kind of exploring my gender identity and who I wanted to be, as well as suffering from like some anxiety, depression, ADHD. So it was a way for me to explore myself, explore who I was as a person, and kind of channel a lot of the energy that I had into something.
So what advice would you give for beginners trying to get into cosplay?
I would say always start somewhere. In my opinion, a lot of people have come up to me and be like, oh, cosplay is really scary, I could never do that. But everyone doesn't like start somewhere. You know, whether or not you buy something, you make a wig or whatever, as long as you just find a place to start and you just go for it, you'll slowly get into the point where you're like, oh, wow, I can do all of these cool things now. So it really is just finding the courage or the ability to be like, I can do this, and then go ahead and do it.
What is your name and what got you into cosplay?
Hi, my name is Malia, and I got into cosplay when I was in middle school. I would do it just to like dress up as characters for Halloween, but then I realized it was something that I liked to do like outside of that holiday. So I got into cosplaying a little bit more often, and then in 2020 with quarantine and having like a lot more time, I just got into like dressing up as characters in my rooms and posting content of myself to social media.
Could you tell us more about like your experience posting your cosplays online?
I found that posting my cosplay content online, that I was able to actually find such a like nice, sweet community of people that I can like relate to. So I made a lot of like online friends posting my TikToks, and I have some friends that I was actually able to like connect with in person that are actually becoming like some of my best friends right now. And I also just think the community is just a really like nice thing to have because it makes you feel like less alone, and it reminds you that there are people out there that have the same niche interest as you.
Could you tell us about your favorite event that's happened at this cosplay club?
I'm not sure I actually have like a favorite specific event, but I do just really appreciate how we have our photo shoots that we do. I think it's a great opportunity for us to come together and show off like our skills and our like outfits that we work so hard on. And it's like also really inspiring to see like how like the people around you can create these like costumes and wigs.
What is your name, and can you tell us about your favorite cosplay that you've made or worn?
My name's Autumn. I'm the secretary of the club. I think my favorite cosplay I've done is probably Venti from Genshin Impact. It was one of the like event outfits, and I ended up making like a bow from scratch for it.
Right. And do you prefer making or buying your cosplays?
I think I do prefer making it. It makes me feel a little bit more accomplished when I like finish the cosplay. I think I made Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender before. I ended up like embroidering like a dragon in the back, and I get a lot of compliments on it, especially with the liquid latex makeup. It's just more like, I don't know, rewarding in the end when you make it yourself versus like buying it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, even if I do buy it, I do need to like alter it to my size regardless, so.
What is your name and what got you into cosplay?
I'm Atlas, and I got into cosplay actually through this club. I've been wanting to do it for many years, but I never really knew how to start or where to get started. But I showed up to this club, and they were very kind to a lot of the new members and gave like advice and experience and just taught me how to get involved. And so I've just been coming every week since.
That's great. And how do you think like the club like treats new members? Like how do you feel? Like do you feel like is it very welcoming? Like what was your experience like?
Yeah, it's super welcoming. It's one of the most welcoming communities I think I've ever like just been around. They're very accommodating to new members and in like teaching new skills, and you never feel like you're behind or anything like that just because you started late.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.